My name is Unimportant, and I'll tell you why. I'm going to try something a little bit different. Um, yeah, because I've gotta leave for the weekend. Um, Suit up and get out of here in just a couple of hours. But as I was getting ready, I thought, if you're in the United States, you know things are kind of taking a turn for the worst. Politically, socially, it seems like the fabric of society is it's coming undone in a way that uh, even leftists and Marxists probably don't realize. It seems like the whole nation is sort of peering into the abyss, and the abyss is staring right back. You can only look at a monster for so long before you become it, and that's essentially what is happening. We've allowed our public schools and institutions of higher learning to expose young people to this class ideology that tells them, okay, you're black, or you're gay, or you're trans, or you're immigrant, or you're somehow disenfranchised because of your class. And if you are not disenfranchised because of your class identity, then you are the enemy. Now, not everyone buys into that, and it's being met with violence. People who just want to say, I don't think so, are being attacked. And even in the ways that they're being attacked is it's a testament to the decades now of demasculinizing entire generations. You look at these protests, and none of these men are brawling in the streets. They're using pepper spray, they're using fireworks. Men aren't taking to the streets and settling things as, as they once did. Uh, they know that uh, leftists and women don't want men. They just want a female brain in a male body. It's it's disgusting. I look back on my own relationships and see, uh, when I did make some concessions to my masculinity, fighting with words and my fists, uh, women would take the inverse role and fight with their words and fists. Even if I didn't hit back, sometimes they would come back at me and say, I wish you would have hit me, because words have, done more damage than anything else could. Um, and that's why you see violence happening to any dissent against these Marxist views, because they don't have the words to do the damage. Uh, but anyone can connect these dots, and at the center of it is feminism. Feminism really has taken root and collected allies of every class. They make a point to say, we're not in this alone. We are together, but they do so by dividing people. It's a very strange paradox. They're saying, I'm a woman, but you are also a minority, so we're in this together. We're being oppressed. It's almost like they've changed their their battle cry from patriarchy to uh, anyone who's not a social justice warrior. And it's terrifying. It really is. It is the epitome of mob rule, what they've created. And I don't even think that they understand. I grew up seeing leftist political uh, ideology as sort of this shifty, uh, always changing narrative, and the conservatives as those who not just took, they held the moral high ground. The leftists and liberal factions, and they are factions in the what do you want to call the uh, in the founders' sense, in the Federalist Papers, these these are factions. These are special interest groups who have no interest in the common good. Whereas, say, the Democratic Party, at least they want everything to be better for people. These leftists, they want to destroy opposition. They want to take away your rights so that they can have power. It is terrifying. At any rate, so these leftists, not only do they do, do they not want the high ground, they are losing their minds that conservatives on the right have abandoned the high ground as well. Conservatives do not have the high ground. I think that's fair to say, but the left, the left is so used to them fighting with a handicap uh, that they turn to violence essentially, and shaming language and lies and distortions in media. It's not good, and we have feminism to thank. We have decades of misinformation and distortions of truth to thank for this. And, here I am about to put on an armed service uniform and see what happens next. And that is why my name is unimportant.